Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Massery. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't done a video in a while, but here I am on this beautiful fall day, and I just wanted to talk about horses and what I've been doing for my horse. So he's been going through a time where I was riding him, and he was starting to, I guess you could say, like, balk. And what balking means is when a horse stops and it doesn't want to move forward, and he doesn't want to go. And some people, if you research it, some people would say it's stubbornness. Other people say the horse is, the horse is getting in control and not you. There's many reasons why they balk. So me, right away, I had got on him, and like I said, all of a sudden one day he just starts doing this. And I noticed for me it had been a pattern. So he would be good for like 3 or 4 months, and then he would start that, and then I would just try and ride through it, and it just would be a challenge. So it got to the point where we would ride through it so much that he would become lame at the end, and it just wasn't a good situation. So then he would have like 4 months off to rest, and then we would start again. So my horse is over there. He's just having a little conversation with the other horses. So anyway, what would happen is he got lame, and then he'd be off for 4 months, and then I would start him again. So this time I got the vet in right away, because I just realized this is not a behavioral problem. This is something I need to address. So I had the vet in. She did a full exam on him. She did a lameness exam. Nothing was wrong with him. Breathing, everything. We tried everything. And she's like, he looks good. There's no reason why he should be balking. Maybe it's time you get a trainer in here to help you, and to kind of move things along. So with that being said, I felt better that I had gotten the medical clearance that I needed from my vet. What I did next is I would use my intuition. As you know, I can talk to horses and to dogs and so forth. So I used my intuition, and my intuition kept on telling me that he was tight in his neck. And it would bring up the neck muscle, would come into my intuition, and then his back end. And he kept on telling me my neck is tight and my back end is tight. I'm like, okay. So my next thought was I should get an equine chiropractor out to, maybe do an equine chiropractic session, and maybe that should help. So right away I called a veterinarian who does chiropractic as well, and unfortunately they weren't accepting any more patients. And then I Googled another chiropractic for horses, and I called him, and he did not answer the phone and didn't call me back. So at that point in time, I kind of realized that maybe this wasn't the right path for me. So I decided to go on Facebook and go on to a horse forum, where I sat there and just asked the question to everybody, like, listen, is there any chiropractic horse that you suggest? Is there anyone that you like? And give me your, tell me a little thing about your experience using this chiropractic, company. I would say about 30 people responded chiropractic, to me. And then one person responded with MFR, which is called myofascial release. And when I saw it, I didn't really understand it at first, because I've never heard of it, number one. And number two is I just, like I said, just something totally out of the blue. So I looked into it more, and all of a sudden, this woman sits there, and she actually private messages me on Facebook, and she said, listen, you don't need a chiropractor for your horse, because if you get him cracked, what's going to happen is if the muscle's already tight, it's going to go back to its original placement, and then it's going to probably hurt him more. So I would suggest, myofascial release is what it's called. And she had many references. She also had a beautiful website, and she, introduced herself. I called her on the telephone and we had a very nice conversation. So long story short is typically you would have 3 2-hour-long sessions once a week for your horse, and the first session being the worst for them because it's a time where you're just kind of it's like an onion. You're taking off the first layer, and so the first session I didn't really see much, but I'll tell you this, I did do a diary and I did write down notes. And the first, I would say 2 days after the myofascial release was completed, I did ride him, and he did give me, like, I would say 50% more than he ever did. He did the stopping, but he actually, when he trotted, I was telling him, it's okay, we don't need to be in pain anymore, we're going to work through this and so forth. And for horses, just so you know, I feel like any kind of behavior that they pick up is very hard to get rid of. It takes a little bit more time to get rid of the behavior more than it does to create the behavior. So I did that. And like I said, he actually had 4 sessions instead of 3. So 2-hour sessions once a week for 4 consecutive weeks instead of 3. Because he is an ex-reining horse, so he did do a lot of sliding stops in his time. He did do a lot of just, the slow lope, changing leads, and then the turns and stuff. So he did have a lot of pain in his back end. And it was funny, as week to week to week that we went on, a different body part would start to hurt him. So at one point in time, he was telling me, I believe around the 3rd session, waiting for the 4th, he was telling me he had pain in his pole on the top of his head, and then pain also in his withers. And I had actually contacted the woman who does the MFR, and she's said to me, oh my God, you're so funny. I can't believe that you just said that. She's like, because that's exactly where I'm going next. That's exactly where I started. And she goes, most of the time I have people who are owners tell me where to start. And of course I don't do that, because she goes, I let the horse tell me, where to be. So what a difference it has made in his quality of life and my quality of riding. We are at the point where he now moves from his back end. And what I mean moves from his back end, he carries me in the sense where I could feel his backbone muscles. It's like a beat. Like you could just feel it going up and down, and it's really therapy for him and it's therapy for me. It has really made our quality of time riding so much better. He is happy. I am happy. He's no longer in pain. I'm also going to put in this video before and after images so you can see. His tail actually at one point in time was like hooked to the left. His muscle definition on one side was lower than the other. You'll see the before and after. It's absolutely amazing. His eyes became a lot brighter after this was all done. I swear he got taller, because he was so hunched down before that his height could not be seen because of just the fascia covering the muscle. So let's talk about fascia. So fascia is that covering that covers your intestines. It's through your whole body, covers every organ in your body. And most of the time, veterinarians don't take a lot of time studying fascia, because they just take it out and they throw it on the ground, and they're more worried about getting to the good stuff, the organs, when they're doing their clinicals. So like I said, this has changed my life and Tink's life for the best. I am just trying to get out awareness for people that we have to support our animals in so many different ways. We have to, be their cheerleaders, and we really have to make them feel good, because, it's so sad that for years and years and years, he was, he worked, he showed, he was one of those reigners that, won awards and so forth. And, now he's in his 20s and he needs to be taken care of. And I need to take care of him. We need to take care of our animals. We have to take care of, I call them our athletes, every way we can. And like I said, it's just really, really helped me. And I want to put this video out because I don't think enough people are aware of a myofascial release. Like I said, we've all heard of horse chiropractic, but you can crack them, which is fine, but there are other modalities out there. I did try massage, that is another modality, but I found that the myofascial release actually lasted longer than the massage. So the myofascial release, after you get, the sessions, the 3 sessions up front, then it's usually once a month, just maintenance. And like I said, it's extremely affordable. It's all about the love of your animal. I'm looking at him right now, and he's just absolutely beautiful. Let me give you a shot of him if I can turn. He's absolutely beautiful. He's just loving it. He's standing outside. Say hi, Tink. Hi, baby boy. He's such a good boy. Look at this. This is a happy horse, everybody. A happy, happy horse.
Happy horse, guys.
We want to have a happy horse. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I am Jennifer O'Massery. It's a beautiful autumn day today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye.